A note on No News from God or Don't Tempt Me. I found both names for some reason. I don't know why. It probably has to do with the original Spanish name and its translation. Anyway, on IMDb, you find it as Don't Tempt Me. It doesn't have a good reputation among critics. In fact, it's one of those rare cases wherein I'm glad to say that I like the film, even if it's seen as a disaster. It has only 31 Metascore rating, which means it's not even passing. But anyway, I thought it's challenging, it's interesting. Even the first few lines are intelligent. They're about God. Why is God staying away? Why isn't He interfering? He's the Almighty, but then He should stop. I don't think they refer to the Holocaust, but bad things from happening, or is He powerless? Because we're talking a good angel and a dark angel, and this premise is already thought-provoking to some extent. It's true that the setting on the canvas is a bit confusing, and you might disagree with it, but the cast is terrific. We have a flamboyant devil. We have Penelope Cruz as Carmen Ramos, the Dark Angel. Victoria Abril is Lola Nevado. We have Fanny Ardant as an important executive in heaven, disputing with Gael Garcia Bernal, fantastic actor, who is Jack. And he's an envoy from Hades, flamboyant. He has silky suits with bright colors, interesting, nice. He has a shirt while he's riding in a limousine. He has bodyguards around, running in something like a desert. It looks like a desert, so it's very hard on them. But then, when you're working for the devil, that's the way it is. And on his shirt it says, "Run with style." Hell is depicted as colorful. It's in colors, while the scenes dedicated to heaven are in dark and white, with a simple message there, but poignant nevertheless. It's worth remembering this as well as other things. Remember thou art mortal, and remember that things that are bright and fascinate you, mesmerize you, are often just an appearance. You have to go deeper, of course. There's the Thermopylae clause. Basically, if you commit a sacrifice, then your access to heaven, if not guaranteed, it is facilitated, easier. In terms of plot, I'm not so thrilled about that, but then the messages, the metaphors are interesting. There's a boxer and they dispute heaven and hell. Representatives of heaven and hell dispute his soul. And he's complex, hence the dispute. You can't argue about saintly figure, about Mother Teresa, I'm thinking. Even if, come to think of it, there's a book about things Hollywood, written by, I forgot, but a famous performer, in which she was something like, this Mother Teresa, comedy to an extreme, even taken. Mother Teresa must have a foot fetish or something. I mean, that washing of the feet and on and on. I mean, come on, she's into that. But that's extreme comedy. So they dispute about this boxer because on the one hand, there might be the Thermopylae clause, he's ready to commit sacrifice, so think about it. But then he's brutal, he's pushing and kicking his wife around and other women, he's a misogynist, he's a chauvinist pig at times, and wanna go to the kitchen and then moaning and in regards to women. Otherwise, he's strong, tough boxer, kicks the other, punches him to the floor, and there's a unique scene for you. Of course, we've seen boxing matches, we've seen our hero winning after having a hard time, and of course, Raging Bull and on and on. But here, I don't know if any film who has this. So he punches his opponent, that guy is on the floor, knocked out, but then he crumbles too, he's knocked out too, the hero, so there you have. He has some very strong points in his favor with extraordinary failures. As I said, the film is very good, wonderful. Reminded me of Tal Ben-Shahar, Harvard professor of positive psychology, who talks about the Twilight Zone, if I don't make a mistake here. I think he took it from the Twilight Zone. And the moment when a guy thinks he's in heaven, he has nothing to do, and then he learns that this is the other place, hell, where you do nothing, which is torture.